far from you, yet to me you were always so close. I wandered lost in the dark. I closed my eyes to all the signs you put in my way. I walked every day further and further away from you. Ooh, Allah, you brought me home. I thank you with every breath I take. And Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. I never thought about all the things you have given to me. I never thanked you once. I was too proud to see the truth and prostrate to you, until I took the first step, and that's when you opened the doors for me. Now, Allah, I realize what I was missing by being far from you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Allah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for all the things that you've done. You've done for me through all my years I've been lost. You guided me from all the ways that were wrong. Indeed, you gave me hope. Oh, Allah, I wanna thank you. I wanna thank you for all the things that you've done. You've done for me through all my years I've been lost. You've guided me from all the ways.
muka haɗu a wannan babban ɗaki na taro domin mu nuna farin cikin saboda wani babban alheri ɗaya daga cikin mai samu. Wannan kuwa shi ne likita Murtala Fortyfour. Babu shakka wannan mataki na karatu da ya kai na PhD a ƙasar Sudan abu ne na farin cikin matuƙa, kuma mu a matsayin na ɗan adam musulmi ko wasu musulmi muna sane da muhimmanci ilimi, domin da ilimi ne Allah maɗaukakin sarki ya fifita babanmu, ya fifita kakanmu a kan mala'iku. Kamar yadda ya zo cikin suratul Baqara sura ta 2 cikin Alƙur'ani mai girma, Allah maɗaukakin sarki da ya nufin halittar Adam sannan ya gawa mala'ikunsa cewa inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa, ni zan sanya wani khalifa, wani jagora, wani shugaba da zai shugabanci duniya. To ganin kafin halicci Adam alaihi salam an halicci aljanu kuma sun yi ta ta'asa a wannan bayan kusa. Mala'iku suka gawa Allah maɗaukakin sarki cewa yanzu za ka sanya wasu masu kashe junansu masu zubar da jini a bayan ƙasa. Ba za ka haƙura da mu ba, mu da muke tsarkake ka, muke bauta maka, ba ma saka maka. Allah maɗaukakin sarki ya ce inni alamu ma la ta'lamu, aini ina sanin abin da ba ku sani. Da Allah maɗaukakin sarki ya halicci annabi Adam, ya gina shi da hannayensa, ya busa masa rai, sai ya koya masa ilimi, ya sanar da shi wasu abubuwa da ɗan adam suke bukatar su a rayuwarsu ta yau. Ya sanar da shi sunayensu, ya sanar da shi irin amfani da za su yi wa mutane. Allah maɗaukakin sarki ya kawo annabi Adam gaban mala'iku, ya kawo wa'innan al'amura ko wa'innan abubuwa gaban mala'iku, sai ya ce wa mala'iku anbi'uni bi asma'i haula in kuntum sadiqin. Mala'iku na ku ga ni suna yi waɗannan abubuwa idan har kun kasance masu gaskiya cikin ikirari da suka yi cewa bai dace a yi irin wannan halitta. Mala'iku suka ce ai ba mu sani ba, ya ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana, ba ma sanin wani abu sai Allah ya sanar da mu. Allah madaukakin sarki sai ya biya ga Adam ya ce anbi'hum bi asma'ihim. Adam gaya musu sunayen waɗannan al'amura. فلما أنبأهم بأسمائهم قال ألم أقل لكم إني أعلم غيب السماوات والأرض وأعلم ما تكتمون وما كنتم تكتمون. Adam ya ce wa mala'iku bayani, yana ce musu wannan abu ai kaza ne, misali wannan ai gatari ne, ai wannan gida ne, ai wannan taburma ce, ai wannan katifa ce, ai wannan gado ne, ai wannan hula ne, wannan wando ne, wannan riga ce. Kowanne ne ga sunansa ga kuma amfaninsa. A wannan lokaci annabi Adam alaihi salam ya zama to malami mai ilimi a gaban mala'iku. Shi kuma ilimi ana girmama shi, mai ilimi ana kimanta shi. Saboda haka Allah madaukakin sarki sai ya ce wa mala'iku su yi sujuda, su faɗi, su yi sujuda gaban annabi Adam, sujuda ta girmamawa, ba sujuda ta bauta ba. Kuma haka aka yi. Saboda haka mu a matsayin mu na ɗan adam mun gaji karatu, muna girmama karatu, muna son karatu, kuma duk wanda ya karatu ya zama to a girmamawa a gare mu. Ku lura, mala'iku sun san Allah, sun san girman Allah, ba su jahilci wannan ba. Wannan shi ya sa ba kamar shaidanu ba, su suna bautawa Allah ne. Amma yanzu an fifita su, an fifita annabi Adam a kansu saboda sanin wasu abubuwa da ba su da alaƙa kai tsaye da kaɗai ta Allah ko da ibadar Allah. Wannan yana gwada mana cewa ilimin komai, ma'ana sanin komai yana da muhimmanci. Wannan shi yasa wahayin farko da Allah madaukakin sarki ya turo mala'ika Jibril zuwa ga Annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wannan wahayi yana umurtan annabi ne da cewa yayi karatu. Iqra bismi rabbikal ladhi khalaq, khalaqal insana min 'alaq, iqra wa rabbukal akram alladhi 'allama bil qalam, 'allama al insana ma lam ya'lam. Wannan shine wahayi farko da Allah ya aika mala'ika Jibril zuwa ga Annabi Muhammad. Kai karatu, da sunan Ubangiji. Ubangijin ka da ya halitta, ya halicci mutum daga gudan jini, ya sanar da shi abin da bai sani. Saboda haka muna farin ciki, muna jinjina, muna kimanta wannan ɗan uwa namu Dr Murtala Yusuf saboda wannan kima da ya samu, saboda wannan daraja da ilimi da ya samu da PhD. Muna roƙon Allah madaukakin sarki ya sanya masa albarka cikin wannan karatu nasa, wannan matsayi na karatu da ya kai zuwa gare shi. Allah ya sa ya zama babban alheri ne gare shi, babban alheri ne ga familinsa, babban alheri ne ga al'ummar jihar Taraba, babban alheri ne ga al'ummar Najeriya, kai babban alheri ne ga dukkan duniya. Sannan wannan taro muna ƙara muku fatan alheri. Al'umma da suka taru a nan mazansu da matansu, muna muku fatan alheri. Muna roƙon Allah kamar yadda aka zo wannan taro lafiya, Allah ya sa a gama wannan taro lafiya cikin annashuwa da farin ciki da yawa juna fatan alheri. Kowa da kowa ya koma gidansa lafiya, saliman ghaniman. Mu muna gaba da uzuri kai dan tabe-tabe a hanyar gabanmu, saboda haka za mu fita yanzu. Muna matuƙar begen, muna matuƙar ƙaunar, muna matuƙar kuma ta alheri. هذا وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى اله واصحابه ومن تبعهم باحسان الى يوم الدين والسلام عليكم ورحمه الله.
Said, before you, thanks for being with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to acknowledge University Kashere in Gombe. Assembly, I also want to tell his friend. I want to tell the House that the hour has come. Professor Jerome Nyame, the Director Entrepreneur, who is eminently representing remarks on behalf of Professor Jerome Nyame. The opening remarks.
Our special guests from the high table to the other table, you're all welcome. We appreciate your presence. We all know why we're here. We're here to celebrate a colleague who is a seasoned academic and also somebody who has gone far in private practices. We're here to celebrate academic excellence, and we're here to also celebrate academic milestone. The program couldn't have attained success without the contribution of the people who organize this event. We appreciate them because of their effort. This program is a success today. Again, like I've said, we all know why we're here for a very big important program. We're here to celebrate our colleague who has gone far in academics. He's Dr Murtala. He has been a role model to our society, so many people emulate him. And apart from being in academics, in private practices, he has gone far. You can see even the people who are coming far and near. So for those who find it wanting to come and celebrate with us, we appreciate them and we say thank you so much for coming. And because of the time and the schedule of the event, we cannot take a very long time. And before coming on the next speaker, or the next person that will take on board, we welcome each and every one of us once again for coming to this important event. We sacrifice your time and energy to come and be with us, we cannot take it for granted. So once again, welcome to this important event.
Kadi mandated me to declare Kadi is going to order for your arrest today until Monday before the lawyers can start distributing papers. I thank God my celebrate
one of our own in the academic science in person of Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. And to see the value and importance And that's why we're here to celebrate this morning. To celebrate excellence, to celebrate resilience, to celebrate commitment, which attributes are all embedded in the passage of water. We know, of course, those are the things as far as relationship between mentors and mentees is concerned. Murtala has come a long way with the arrays of activities and programs geared towards emancipating our younger ones that are coming up. We sincerely appreciate his efforts and identify with you with these struggles. Distinguished friends and colleagues here present, the occasion is not specifically made for discussions, but rather to dine and wine and celebrate with the celebrant. But then within the context, we deem it necessary to say a word or two that will ginger us and move us to appreciate the values attached to education. It is of course obvious that no nation can develop above the quality or the substance of its education. As a nation, Taraba State and product from Ukari specifically has come of age that we can showcase what we have in the world, and as much as possible we want others to emulate from us. Not only within the shore of Nigerian universities, the gentleman, the celebrant, goes beyond that as far as Sudan and other parts of the world to avail this education that we are here celebrating. But then come to think of this. What is the essence of education? And why education? Is it of any importance to us? The obvious answer is yes. Education is always a key, and it's a window that exposes the world to the recipient, to the person that has it, and it's a light that guides a nation, society, or community so as to appreciate where you are, where you're heading to, and where you're expected to be. Without education, certainly communities and societies will be in a doom. But then, aside from all this, the essence of education is to bring us together, to operate as humans, to identify ourselves, to look at our issues, to look at our challenges with a view to provide solutions to us so that we can have a very safe and peaceful environment and atmosphere where we can survive, where we can coexist, where we can cohabit and see ourselves as such. It is unfortunate to mention that the problem of this country to a large extent are created by the secular educationists, those that acquire education but try to use it in a wrong direction that will create confusion, create all sorts of unnecessary selfish interests that will benefit momentarily and individually. And the backlash of such is a reflection of where we are now. So of course we know the life of Dr. Murtala, having gone beyond all this, see the needs that let's come together while celebrating this icon, to also remind ourselves that there is need for us to come together to appreciate the fact that first thing that we need to see ourselves is humanity. We are all gathered here because we are human. If you look around, other categories or set of animals, they may not be here. Goats, sheep, birds, and whatever. It's only human. And that is to tell you that we need to appreciate God for making us what we are. He would have made us other things. And in as much as who will appreciate that, nobody among us seated here that decide with God before coming that this is what he wants to be. This is where he wants to come from. These are the parents that he wants to be his parents. These are the people that he wants to be his parents. And so many other considerations, we don't have control over all this. We just happen to get ourselves where we are. And God made us into nations and tribes and all the differences for us to know ourselves and appreciate God for what we are. It shouldn't be an instrument or yardstick of looking down on others, degrading others, or killing ourselves in the names of whatever form of variation that comes with us. Those activities are so barbaric. In the 21st century, education is expected to make us think differently, act wisely, and use the content of that education judiciously in such a way that we appreciate ourselves. The most important thing is what individual can offer to the society. As we are sitting here celebrating this icon, he has done a lot, and he continues to touch lives of people at various levels. But we cannot be looking at ourselves with all these differences that I am this, I am that, I am coming from this part of the world or that part of the world, I am coming from this tribe or that tribe, I am coming from this religion or that religion. The most important thing for us to learn, I keep saying it, is humanity. And that is what education is all about. And anything out of that is not education. We get the knowledge, we respect that, we try to see to it that we make use of it. In this addition, I want to please appeal to our fellow brothers and sisters within the academic cycles, within the political cycles, and all ramifications and all stratas that we find ourselves. That please and please, let's encourage our young ones to key into this project education, so that at the end of the day, we'll have a better society where people can live in peace and tranquility. It is only education that provides that and make us distinct from animals. But when we refuse to do this, the categorization and classification of humans will completely elude us, and we end up seeing ourselves more of animals. Because if you look at the wildlife, their activities and effort is that they can only kill when they want to eat. And when they are satisfied, they cohabit with one another. But for humans, to some extent, our wickedness and whatever, somebody will kill, will destroy. The extent that what he doesn't even need. You don't eat this. Why should you destroy what you cannot produce? So this is an opposite of education. It is so barbaric, so inimical to the ethics and essence of creation. I want to appeal to us also that let us go into creative ventures using our education so that we can change our society. People in other places of life have tried hard to get to where they are, and they continue to move forward using education in all spheres of life. We cannot remain where we are and expect miracles to happen. The essence of this education to all of us is for us to put it into use. And how do we use it? Opportunity, chances, and privilege are there for us. It depends on how we use it and how we move this society forward. If we We're going to ensure that lives of people are being touched from the grassroots. I'm happy that we have politicians, seasoned politicians that are coming from the grassroots at this level. Education should be made available to all, irrespective of who you are and where you're coming from. By the time you make somebody's life miserable and stupid, be aware that that person tomorrow will be a nuisance to you. At the peak of your enjoyment, absolutely he has to survive. He can go to any length to survive. If you deny him all the necessary rights as a shrine and privilege to survive, when he gets to a level where he can survive, he will use every available means at his disposal to survive. So the best thing is for us to take that responsibility of all. Share those things, the little that we have, to touch the life of others and make the life meaningful to them. And that is where we said education is important. But so long as we see it to the contrary, we feel that I want to be in affluence, enjoy all that it takes, water, electricity, basic health amenities, educators, and everything for me and my family alone. My immediate neighbor is living in abject poverty. Please be aware that this scenario will haunt you in the future. It's either you or the children you are wasting your time protecting. Because obviously that person you neglected and thinking that all is well, all may not be well. At a certain point in time, it can become nuisance to you, nuisance to the community, nuisance to the society. The crisis that we are having all this along, bandits, Boko Haram, and all these things, that was the beginning of it. And when people are sounding that be careful, our leaders at all levels put their ears to that. And eventually, that is why we are here. And that is where we are now. And you can imagine the quantum of resources which would have been used for the provision of social amenities for all of us to enjoy is now developed in the aspect of security. So it's cheaper and much better to maintain peace than to sustain the contrary of it. So you can only do that if there is equity, justice, and fairness to all. And that is the society we are advocating to see. And that is what education is all about. By the time you get yourself educated, you emancipate yourself from all those shackles. You are expected to cooperate, to operate as a human being, as a citizen that is well informed, so much so that nobody will take over those rights from you. The most important thing is that we know our rights as human, and we do everything humanly possible to see to it that we protect those rights. Our distinguished chairman and members here present, as mentioned earlier, the gathering is meant for celebration, not for long talks and whatever. So we believe the short the merrier. It is also important for us as we celebrate this gentleman with all that he has, with the areas of qualification, and with that will to put that into use that can touch the life of each and every one of us within the state and beyond. It is also important to encourage Murtala, which we are hoping very soon, inshallah, he will continue to rise from height to height. As a member of academia, very soon we'll celebrate him as a professor in this area. And also, he will be somebody that will help in reshaping this our state, Nigeria, for better. So let's sit back and enjoy this occasion. And we take this back home that each one should at least take one and educate one. Each one should take one and educate one. Once we have that, our social problem will be drastically reduced. So no matter where you are and what you are, promise yourself that when I get get back home, I will pick one, somebody from nowhere, that nobody, he has nobody to help it. I will see that I take it to a reasonable level of education. By the time we have all this commitment here, believe you me, in the next 3 years or 5 years, our society will change for better. Thank you very much.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the job well done. Known as Zasti, let's put us to acknowledge the International Senators of Assembly in President of our welcome. I also want to tell my senior brother.
I'm standing here in two bases. One, I'm the chairman of National Association of National Accountants of Nigeria and Taraba branch. This is the great association which Dr. Murtala Fortyfour belongs to. He is a professional accountant. Because of his academic performance, he was not able to be awarded a fellow. But I want to assure you that by the right bestowed on me as the chairman, by the grace of God this year, he will be a fellow of the National Accountant of Nigeria. I tell you, I am standing here in twofold. Which of the other one? One is my professional colleague. Two, he is a personal friend. I have been with Dr. Murtala Fortyfour for a long time that I cannot mention. But I can only mention few instances. One, I was with him at the University of Maiduguri during our first and second degree programs, especially the second degree program, which is masters. We slept on the same bed, we read, and we passed our exams. And I want to tell you that Dr. Murtala is a wonderful person. And not only that, when he was to graduate for his PhD at Khartoum, the capital of Sudan, I was there live and direct. I was with him. A round of applause, please. I witnessed his performances. I want to tell you, one of the doctors, the professor said, that Dr. Murtala Fortyfour, if we were allowed to rate you because of your performance, we would have given you a first-class honors. But because it is a PhD program, we won't do that. But congratulations. This was the word of Professor Khalid Abba Mohammed Ibrahim from Khartoum, the capital of Sudan. I slept on the same bed with him. He read throughout the night. The following day he went and performed wonderfully. Doctor, I respect you. The man that presented the paper here said, if God has taken you somewhere, come back and pick one so that the person will go there too. I want to tell you that Dr. Murtala has already picked me. I'm also a PhD student right now at Khartoum, Sudan, the capital of Sudan. I don't know what else we're going to find. I want to say that it will only be alone. He has picked many people. So I want to stop here. I want to say thank you. Are you okay?
How do you expect me to be okay? For over 5 years, I've been looking for jobs and I cannot find them. And you expect me to be okay?
You have been looking for a job for 5 years and you have not gotten a job. Are you not aware of 44?
44?
Yeah! Why not give a try?
44? 44, Papa! Repeated! I've never heard about it.
See, let me tell you something. That foundation is held by Dr. Murtala Fortyfour.
Exactly.
He's a very learned person.
Please tell me more about it.
Listen. This person we are talking about here, he's having a national diploma in financial accounting. He's also having a BSc in accounting. Are you getting me?
I'm getting you.
Now listen, this person we are talking about here is having a lot of certificates. He is also a certified member of the accounting union.
Don't tell me.
Yeah!
That is no more. That is no more. Listen to me. I want to talk. Listen.
Tell me now.
See, he's having plenty degrees. Master degrees. Let me start counting it for you. Number 1, Master of Financial Economics. Number 1. Number 2, Master
Wait. You are trying to tell me that just one person has all of this? Wait. Are you sure it's not having 44 certificates?
Listen, he is also a chartered member of the Chartered Institute of Accountants.
Hey, I can
Wait, why are we wasting time? Take me to him.
Wait, let me tell you something you don't know. That man you see is a philanthropist. He helps people from one place to another. See, the one thing I like about that man is that when he don't have clever or religious sentiment, whether you're a Christian or a Muslim or a Juju man or a tea man, any kind of as far as you are a human being, he's going to solve your problem. Once you come to the foundation, all your problems will be solved immediately.
Where is the foundation? Take me there now.
See, listen to me. This man is a philanthropist. He is a humanitarian. He has been helping people. He has been helping widows, orphans, needy, the less privileged in the society. That is not all those. Maybe the IDPs.
He's helped all of them.
Hey! Alright, let's take him there.
Wait first, there are some of my friends that were facing the same challenges. Let me call them.
You want to call all your frustrated friends?
All of them.
Call them. 44 will help them.
Sabu, where you live? Oyana, so no other. You know what in the person go give us right way now, like.
Come on.
And the community for the election with the golden man office. Wait for me for there. Oyana.
Let's go. Let's be good. See the load there.
Okay, Germany, thank you very much. Young people, I am very happy to see all of you. Thank you, sir. You this different one. Yes, young people, how can I help you? Let me start with you. What is your name, please?
Sir, my name is Adekule, sir.
Adekule, okay. Young man?
My name is Shegun.
Shegun, okay. Young lady, what is your name? Chiamaka. Kemba, what is your name? Mariam Mohammed. Okay, all of you are welcome. You are welcome for no problem. What can I do for you? Young man, what is your own problem? Let me start from you.
Sir, for over 5 years, I was looking for job. I've not gotten job with my certificate. And then this gentleman here told me about you, so that's why I'm here, sir.
Okay, job in the hunger.
Yes, sir.
What did you study in school?
I studied sociology, sir.
Sociology. Okay, you know in this my foundation code, we help people with such case. So what you do for me now, you drop your file, your credentials to my secretary. What? And you come back on Tuesday. Yes. No problem. Hey young lady, are you in school?
I just finished secondary school, sir. Myself and my friends, sir.
Okay, move you. You just finished secondary school.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and furthering your education is a problem.
Yes, sir.
No problem. You see, this is my foundation code. We offer scholarship. So what you do for me now, you just go to my secretary, pick a scholarship form and fill it. Then we'll get back to you. It's nothing. A young man, what about you?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
My name is Shegun.
Shegun.
I'm on a poultry farm. But you know how the country is doing like this. I don't have money to expand my farm.
Okay, no problem. You know, in this foundation also, we issue outloads. So what I'll do for you, I'll give you a very soft load. And you can pay anytime you want to pay back to us. No complaints. Thank you,
Hey, son, before I forget, I want to enlarge my young farm to 5 million.
Hi, young people, I am very busy. Let me go and get something. Don't forget, come back home. Thank you very much.
Somebody's going to see my school.
Congratulations.
Thank you for calling us here. Thank you very much.
May God bless this one. This one is a very good one.
You see, 44 is a very well wonderful person. Now see, because of me, I don't talk now my property.
You see people like this. This thing this man is doing is making me remember the song we used to sing for people like this.
What is it?
The song is
keep quiet, silence there. That song is for my people. We used to sing that music. Let me go sit down for you now.
Let me hear it.
Fire it.
Let me sing the song. Calm down. Now so good thing 44 they do.
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 Hey, they give us no. Hey, they give fellowship. Hey, they give us trouble.
Now so good thing 44 they do.
Now so good thing 44 they do. And that's also good thing 44 they do.
That's also good thing 44 they do.
Hey, they give us the news. Hey, they give us Rashid. Hey, they give us trouble.
That's also good thing.
Morning of Saturday, the 14th day of February, 1976, into the family of late Alhaji Yusuf Fortyfour and Haji Usaina Tebu. That was a day after the brutal assassination of our late head of state, Dr Murtala Fortyfour of Blessed Lord. Hence, the name Murtala. It was on this great day and year that the legend was born to serve as a blessing to the lives of people, irrespective of affinity and affiliations. From his age to adulthood, and now, as a fully grown-up man, he has always been renowned, famous, and embraced in all his endeavors. He is always agile, smart, intelligent, and passionate about all that he goes begging and without a modicum of hesitation. His professional career, he is an accountant by profession. I was inducted as a chartered accountant for 14 years. And not just accounting as a career, he has grown to be big in all respects of credible success and genuine expertise in the field. Banking sector, public service, professional private practice, and indeed the academia. These were his qualifications and experience. Within the field, he's not been very prolific, creative, and up to new trends in the field. Auditing, taxation, financial accounting, and corporate reporting, financial risk management, and of course, financial consultancy, among others. He has received many hours of excellent performance to his credit across the sectors he served to those effects. Some of his students fondly call him prophet of accounting. His boys call him commander. And indeed, a commander he is. While his friends address him as Arasu, this is due to his risk-taking posture. However, his endeavors and souls do not limit to the field of accounting. He is a strategic and celebrated politician, financial and economic analyst, social-oriented pragmatist, problem solver, and indeed a humanitarian perspective, who has gone extra mile in possibly affecting the lives of hundreds of people. Many of whom he never made in his life. He is progress personified and very determined to helping people in the best capacity he could, even to his outright detriment. Dr Murtala Fortyfour is he who against people's problems just to provide their solutions. My attention has been drawn by the MC that the celebrant is first in stance. This is Dr Murtala Fortyfour. We are all gathered here for his sake. And it wouldn't be an understatement to say he is a successful man.
We are peers. And as we all grow and strive, attain good in life, we sincerely respect this man. Because he is a coach that lies with me, whose life to permeate the depth of darkness and illuminate it. Time is a phenomenon which is the past and its age, and through time, the global life for the ones that them up. He is a ladder upon which thousands of people have climbed and got their fruit of life. Hundreds of people have and have got admission across universities, colleges, and polytechnics through him. Some of them have long graduated and got employed. Countless people got connected to be employed by the government and the private sector through him. He never helped the impressed, trying to accomplish a divine responsibility. The fact that Dr. Murtala Fortyfour is a blessing to the value of mankind has long been established, and that can never be taken away from him. This cannot be overemphasized. His academic and professional qualifications. Interestingly, however, his quest for knowledge and personal integration has been so deep and impressive. Having acquired multiple degrees and professional qualifications in key financial areas. Meanwhile, the following are his qualifications. PhD in Accounting and Finance from the University of Bakr, Sudan in 2021. Master of Business Administration with specialization in finance from the University of Maiduguri in 2012. Master of Science at MSc, Accounting and Finance from the University of Salford, Manchester, United Kingdom in 2019. Masters in Islamic Banking and Finance from the prestigious Bayero University Kano in 2021. Masters in Financial Economics from the University of Abuja, currently pursued. Fellow Certified Financial Analyst, certified in 2018. Associate of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, inducted in 2018. Certified National Accountant, qualified and inducted in 2008. BSc Accounting, BSc Accountancy, University of Maiduguri, Borno State, obtained in 2003. National Diploma in Financial Studies, obtained from the Federal Polytechnic Mode in 1997. Senior School Certificate Examination at Dr Murtala College, Yola in 1993. First School Leaving Certificate from St. Mary Primary School, Ukari in 1987. This, indeed, is a mark that must be recognized. He is privileged to have worked with many renowned government and private institutions in different regional capacities. Meanwhile, he was a part-time lecturer with the Federal Polytechnic Mode in 2006. In the banking industry, however, he served as a cashier, accounts and clearing officer, customer service officer, head customer service unit, relationship manager, and head retail marketing manager with the First Bank Nigeria PLC from 2006 to 2009. In the same day, he served as the head marketing unit with Bank PhD from 2009 to 2010. In another development, he served as finance manager, Reality Vacation Innovations Kano in late 2010. By professional practice, he served as audit manager, Waziri Idris & Co. Certified National Accountant between 2010 and 2011. In the public service, however, he served as a senior auditor, Office of the Auditor General of the Federation, Abuja, from 2011 to 2012. Yet, he was the principal and leadership accountant at the Federal University of Paris from 2012 to 2015. He is currently working with the Taraba State University, January, and was the pioneer head, Department of Accounting, and a founder and managing director for the Four Global Concepts, a financial consultancy firm that renders financial services to the good of Tarabas and Nigerians in general. His publications. In the academia, he has distinguished himself with renowned publications in reputable international journals on key areas that border on monetary policy, exchange rate, tax-based education and compliance, auditing, corporate social responsibility, corporate governance, and indeed regulatory and supervisory framework of Central Bank of Nigeria and financial performance of interest-free banking in Nigeria. A total of 15 articles. In addition, we have published 2 textbooks. Simplified financial accounting as a sole author and understanding cost accounting as a co-author. This consultancy firm, Fortyfour Global Concepts Limited. Fortyfour Global Concepts is a financial consultancy firm that renders financial services in the form of coordination, facilitation of credit facilities, monitoring, general contracts, intermediation, and strategic promotion to commercial banks, corporate organizations, government agencies, and higher institutions of learning, etc., etc. The firm is equipped with qualified staff and state-of-the-art facilities, rendering financial services across the country. Meanwhile, he has through the firm facilitated the approval and disbursement of hundreds of millions of credit facilities to labor unions and cooperative societies of concerned institutions across the country. Before he was some of the giant strikes facilitated, credit facilities attracted to the concerned institutions over time. He facilitated the approval and disbursement of 500 million naira to London, Taraba State Chapter, from Stanbic IBTC Bank in 2014. He facilitated the approval and disbursement of 110 million naira to carry teachers multi-purpose cooperative society from First Bank Nigeria PLC in 2015. Murtala Fortyfour, 15 years old, final year student of Albas Academic Jalingo. Aisha Murtala Fortyfour, 12 years old, a student of Albas Academic Jalingo. Mabrukat Murtala Fortyfour, 12 years old, a student of Winners Comprehensive College, Jalingo. Mabruk Murtala Fortyfour, 10 years old, a student of New Ideal Model Schools, Jalingo. Marzuka Murtala Fortyfour, 10 years old, a student of Epitome International Academy, Abuja. Maksuda Murtala Fortyfour, 6 years old, a student of Umul Kitab Academy, Kano. Mahabuba Murtala Fortyfour, 3 years old, a student of New Ideal Model Schools, Jalingo. Marzouk Murtala Fortyfour, 3 years old, a student of New Ideal Model Schools, Jalingo. This Mahabouk is very easy to get behind. That's it. The Almighty Allah bless him. Murtala Fortyfour is very simple, easygoing, and progressive-minded. He is open-minded and always welcomes constructive criticism. He is a mentor, role model, and character model. He is an accountant, a banker, a lecturer, and he is a political guru. And finally, a proud son of Bukari. Long live sir, and may Allah bless you with sound health and make you achieve.
Staff from Fidelity Bank, Stanbic IBTC Bank, United Bank for Africa, Taj Bank, Lotus Bank, Sterling Bank, Keystone Bank, First Bank Nigeria PLC, Access Bank, Polaris Bank. I really appreciate your presence and I'm very proud of you. I was one of you and still one of you. I am always proud to be associated with the banking community. You are all welcome. The leadership of all Marhaban Bikun Ya Sheikhun Afari Wala Abrani. Pardon my grammar in my Arabic grammar. I am still learning. The organizer of this event, my friends and associates, I really appreciate your efforts. In fact, you have really given me a very big surprise. I didn't expect this event to be this big. And indeed, I am highly indebted to all of you. Other invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, by the requirement of the program, I am expected to stand before you and explain some challenges and setbacks I experienced while pursuing this course. As a matter of fact, it is not possible for one to undergo such a project without experiencing one or two challenges. But because of constraint of time, I will only restrict the setbacks and the challenges to only the challenges experiences while pursuing my postgraduate studies. Before I explain the challenges, I would like to explain what informed my decision. What I mean by postgraduate programs are Masters in Business Admin, which I did in University of Maiduguri, Master of Science in Accounting and Finance, which I did in University of Salford, Manchester, United Kingdom, Master of Islamic Banking and Finance, obtained from Bayero University, Kano, Masters in Financial Economics, which I'm presently running. By God's grace, rounded up this year. PhD in Accounting and Finance, obtained from University of Bacteria in the Republic of Sudan. I will restrict my remark on the challenges experienced while pursuing these programs. Let me start from Masters of Business Admin. My desire to go for postgraduate studies started when I was a young banker with First Bank Nigeria PLC here in Germany. I can remember precisely in November 2006, we went for a one-week training in Jos. In the course of the training, we were informed about the bank's policy of study leave with pay if a staff has put in 4 years in service. And we were encouraged by the trainers to take advantage of that policy and go for studies abroad while our jobs are secured, so that we can improve on our managerial skills and also expand our knowledge. Since then, I became so much interested in studying abroad, precisely the United Kingdom. I started making plans on how to actualize that dream. I started making savings. I was lucky to have saved a lot of money within the space of 2 years. I saved a lot of money adequately enough to cater for my foreign studies in UK. However, along the line, I developed interest in politics. I decided to jettison the idea of foreign studies and finally decided to enroll on Masters of Business Admin in University of Maiduguri, so as to pave the way for me to participate in politics of 2011. The money I saved were diverted into financing my political activities and other philanthropic gestures. Within a short space of time, I became so popular. I became a factor in Ukari politics. To cut the story short, due to some influences, I couldn't secure the ticket of the party. Let me reserve the continuation of this later. So that is what informed my decision to go for Masters of Business Admin in Nigeria, University of Maiduguri. I contested and lost the election. And I was lucky, after 3 weeks of losing the election, I got another job with Reality Vocations Innovations in Kano as the finance manager. I worked there for only 2.5 weeks before I got another opportunity in Abuja through the influence of distinguished Senator Joel Elani Ikeni has secured an appointment to work with Office of Auditor General for the Federation of Abuja and Senior Auditor. I worked there for only 12 months, that is exactly 1 year. When I was lucky again, privileged again, to get an appointment with Federal University Bukari as the principal accountant through the influence of distinguished Senator Jomai Alasan of blessed memory. May her soul continue to rest in Jannatul Firdaus. After 2 years of my service with Federal University Bukari, I revived my interest to go for foreign studies. I applied for MSc in accounting and finance with University of Salford, Manchester, and I was lucky to have been offered the admission. And I was trying to source for funds to finance the study. I was doing my usual work of consultancy, but considering the fact that I have a big family size, so I wanted to make sure that my job was secured. So I wanted to apply for study leave with pay. Fortunately or unfortunately, I remember vividly, I was on leave in Jeju. My wife was doing a Masters of Art in English with the Nasarawa State University then. I received a call from one eminent professor in Federal University of Ghana telling me that I should expect a call from the VC. That the VC wanted me to help him. So I was so happy that this is an opportunity for me to present my request of study leave with pay. So the VC called me and mentioned his name to me and what he wanted me to do for him. Because they were trying to attract a project in the university. So they were looking for one prominent person in Nigeria. They spent 4 months in Abuja trying to have a link with the man. They couldn't get it. So that professor hinted him that he has somebody that he knows can do that for the university. So he called me, he told me, I said, no problem, you should give me 24 hours. Within 24 hours, I was able to make the connection. An appointment was made. I even asked him to cancel his trip to US. He was asking me, "Fortyfour, are you sure this?" I said, "Cancel your trip. You are going to see this man, and everything will be done." So we made the arrangement. We went and we saw him, and that was the first time the VC saw me face to face. He said, I was expecting to see a very mighty person. Are you the Fortyfour?" I was going to submit at the what do you call it, the office of the VC. Then I saw the VC coming down. He said, "But why are you going to say I'm going to give my letter of resignation?" Why? I said, "You forget the letter to be that I should either resign or go or forget about the studies. And I want to go for the studies." So he now said, why shouldn't I go for study leave without pay? I remember, before that time, I had already paid my school fees abroad. I had already committed 60% of my tuition fee. So I had no option, because the money is not refundable. I must go to UK, whether with job or without job. So I accepted the study leave without pay. He asked me to write it again. I said, "Why can't you convert this to study leave more and right?" I wrote a new letter requesting for study leave without pay. And then, without needing any person, he approved it. I asked myself, if this man has the right to approve this thing without anything to that woman? Why didn't he approve the one I brought earlier? So I realized that he was not willing to assist me. I went and wrote my claims. I claimed a very big money for the job I did for the university. And the man didn't complain, he just approved it. I started making preparation to go to UK. Because already I had announced to people that I was going to UK. You know, as a young man, and that was my first experience traveling abroad. So they will be telling everybody that you will travel. So there was no how. I just had to go. So that was the first challenge I experienced in Nigeria while trying to actualize my dream of going for foreign studies abroad. I experienced another challenge while in the UK. One Sunday, I went to the ATM in Salford City in Manchester to withdraw money. Before withdrawing, I said, let me just check my balance. I checked my balance, and my balance depleted. My balance reduced, and I didn't make any withdrawal. I said, what happened? I thought it was this Yahoo. The following morning, we had a lecture in international financial management, and the lecturer told us that last week there was a devaluation of Nigerian currency. That was the first time our lecturer mentioned Nigeria in our class. Throughout my stay in the UK, that was the only time a lecturer mentioned Nigeria. And we, the Nigerian ambassador of work, we were so happy that our name of our country was mentioned. So that really affected my budget in the UK because I did not expect that devaluation. So these were the two challenges I experienced while pursuing Master of Science in Accounting and Finance in University of Salford, Manchester. I still have another interesting challenge. I don't know if that will permit us to share it with you. Talkative time, so bear with me. And actually, even while running the MBA, that's most of that day, I remember I had an encounter with armed robbers while going for examination in Meduguri. During the course of my master in Islamic Banking and Finance, I didn't have much challenges simply because Kano was like a home to me. My wife was doing her master's in APU Zaria and she was resident in Kano with children. So Kano was like a home to me, so I didn't expect much challenge. Master in Financial Economics. I didn't express much challenge apart from the normal challenge of shuttling between Jalingo and Abuja every weekend for lectures and other things. So and I'm still on the program. So there has not been any serious challenge as regards to my program with the University of Abuja. Painting, Accounting and Finance, University in Sudan. I experienced a major challenge of finance. I experienced a challenge of money to run the program because my scholarship that was approved for me in the university was that of a local program. So I was expecting to do PhD in Nigeria, but out of my own college I decided to go to abroad for PhD. That required my personal resources to be used in undergoing a project which was not that easy. Thank you.
I stand here on behalf of the friends of Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. I want to appreciate God Almighty for making this program possible. And secondly, I want to appreciate the invited guests for, in spite of your schedule, you have left everything behind and make this event your priority. Thank you very much for that. We really appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of our gathering is not to celebrate the certificates obtained by Dr. Murtala Fortyfour only. The purpose of our gathering here is to celebrate the life of Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. The life of Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. And secondly, is to encourage him to do more, to motivate him to do more. And thirdly, is also to motivate others to do like him. That is the purpose of our gathering. One is to celebrate his life, and two is to motivate him to do more, and third is to motivate others to do like him. That is the purpose of our gathering. Due to time, I would like to summarize it in such way. Who is Dr. Murtala Fortyfour? As a friend of Dr. Murtala Fortyfour, childhood friend of Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. Who is Dr. Murtala Fortyfour? First, I want you to know that it's very important a great men are identified with the number of contributions they give to fellow mortals, that is human beings. If you want to know somebody, you have to examine him by the number of contributions, the impact he made to that society. That is one thing that is very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, as a friend of Dr. Murtala Fortyfour, Dr. Murtala is a phenomenon. Dr. Murtala Fortyfour is a school of thought for itself. There is a concept that we developed as a friend of Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. The ideology, it means 44ism or 44ism. What is 44ism? 44ism is putting the people first. Putting the people first. That is the ideology. Let me quote him and unquote. As a friend, he usually says that I am not competing with any person. I am competing with myself. That is what he usually says. That there is no competition. So the ideology of Dr. Murtala Fortyfour is cooperation rather than competition. He insists on cooperation, assisting others. Let us cooperate, work together, and achieve something in life. That is his philosophy. It's very important that you should know that. And secondly, if you want to know the reason why Dr. Murtala Fortyfour succeeded in life, you have to look at these qualities. First is sacrifice. Ability to sacrifice for others. Then secondly is humility. Humility means humbleness. Dr. Murtala Fortyfour is humble. Therefore, in order to understand who is Dr. Murtala Fortyfour, you have to look at his interaction with the people he's living with. He always makes sacrifice for them. The whole of his life is about sacrifice. Contribution to friends. It's very important you should know that. Dr. Murtala Fortyfour has been contributing or has contributed immensely to his friends. First, education. Most of us, if not all, got admitted into the university, especially University of Maiduguri, through the effort and the influence of Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. And this is very important. He always says that, when are you going to further your education? That is what he always says. So he encouraged us to go back to school. Financially, I tapped in as Mr. Send me your account number. Once you have problem, you ask Mr. Dr. Murtala Fortyfour will just say, send me your account number. In times of employment, many of our friends are able to secure in the state level and federal level. It's also another achievement. Due to lack of time, I would like to wish you more wins and blessings on behalf of the friends and well-wishers of Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. And I want to say that, please, may God Almighty bless the certificate. May the certificate be useful to humanity. And I want to advise, please, I know you, to be honest, to be simple, and to be generous. So you should continue to be that.
To say a word or two on behalf of our Vice Chancellor, Professor S.P. Bako, the management, staff, and students of Taraba State University. We would like to felicitate, congratulate, celebrate, identify with the celebrant for the success in your PhD. The university, Taraba State University, is happy that you are added as to all of us, or those of us that have a PhD. Because in the university, if you don't have a PhD, you are still being awaited. So I want to celebrate and acknowledge this. And I would like to tell you that Dr. Murtala Fortyfour is a unique academic because he has combined scholarship with industry, with politics, and with philanthropy. The days of armchair academics with theories is over. And that because of his experience in the banking sector, his experience in politics, his experience as a consultant, he has made a unique contribution to the success of Taraba State. And that I would like to tell you too that in 2017 we were appointed head of departments, and that he stepped aside because he had no PhD. And by the glory of God, today he has what? PhD. And that any moment from now, he may soon become what? A great OD in the department, by the grace of God. And personally, I want to tell you that last year, the position of rector, Federal Polytechnic Body, and that Dr. Murtala Fortyfour called me and told me that if I need his contribution from 1 million to 5 million naira for any follow-up in Abuja, is ready to do it. And that I want to tell you that he sponsored my journey to Abuja, and that we spent about 5 days. He accommodated me, and we moved from office to office with follow-up, and he spent some money. But I'm sure that from my little analysis, you spend maybe about 1.5. So I still need the balance of the 3.5, at least for consolation, since I believe it. I want to tell you that I will explain to you. Since everybody has said that you are in philanthropist, so please remember me with the balance. Thank you so much.
I am highly delighted to celebrate with you our dear pilot of positivity on this great day that we have waited for long. The day to celebrate you as PhD holder. A doctorate degree is the highest form of education that anyone can ever acquire. And as such, it will again, not only to celebrate your academic achievements alone, but also to celebrate your life achievement and philanthropic gesture to our society and beyond. Your long-cherished dream of becoming a PhD holder has finally come true. A very big congratulations to you, Dr. No doubt, you have not only worked to promote yourself alone, but all of us that have associated with you as staff and mentees. Indeed, you have inspired all of us, not only by ways of encouragement, but through financial support in achieving our goals in different spheres of life. You have sponsored many of us in both our professional and academic pursuits with the hope to see that we are integrated intellectually. We are very proud to tell the world that you are our boss and mentor, and we cannot thank you enough for all that you have done for us. Today, many of us in our team have achieved academic success up to the level of acquiring master's degrees and other professional qualifications. And this has beyond doubt proved your kind-heartedness of life-changing integration of those under you. This philanthropic gesture is not limited to us alone, but to everyone closer to you, irrespective of travel, religious, and other affiliations. So also, it is needless to say that you are a problem solver and solution provider. As far as we know, the word impossibility does not exist in your dictionary. You are proving this time and time again, and many who have transacted with you will attest to this undisputable fact. How I wish one day you will be tested with an executive political office, so that to prove to the world your intellectual prowess and the potential ability to make positive change. To showcase your quality of excellent performance, service delivery, can-do spirit, and what not. May Allah bless your certificates and grant you all successes that are awaiting you. Finally, we are looking forward to be cheering for your gracious contribution to our society development, national building, and national unity. Thank you for listening.
Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. All other protocols respectfully observed. It gives me a great pleasure to stand here before you to represent the community of bankers. Dr. Murtala Fortyfour has been one of us, and even though he has left us, he has refused to cease not to come to us. My goodwill message will not be lengthy. I would only like to pick from my book that I published in 2011, The Power of Reputation. There are some 5 indispensable variables that could make or mark somebody's reputation, which I believe, if I share them with you here, you will see that Dr. Murtala has been able to invite those variables. The variables are knowledge. In as much as you want to attain reputation in life, you have to acquire knowledge, which Dr. Murtala has done. Today, he is being celebrated for having bagged a PhD in accounting and finance. You have to also have the right attitude. The right attitude is what keeps you going. According to Robert Keller, he says, attitude is the window through which you see the world. Dr. Murtala has exhibited this, and we really appreciate him. The third one is believe in yourself. Have a strong conviction that you are created to do and to achieve. This Dr. Murtala has exhibited over the years. All the goals he has set for himself, virtually he has achieved them. The fourth is integrity. The integrity you have will keep you moving always. Never leave home without it, because integrity is your passport to go to places. And the last one is responsibility. Dr. Murtala has exhibited responsibility, but we have seen in the drama exhibited earlier that he has been a philanthropist, he has helped the less privileged, he has helped his family members. As a politician, he has helped his political associates. Having said this, I would like to leave you with a poem titled Your Reputation of Mine. What gives me pity, it is my integrity. What makes my pity, it is my intellectuality. My spirit is always in quest for the best of what it takes. As the care and love to share has moved the wheel for life. The me in me is champion, as the you in you is open. My name is my reputation, and yours is your reputation. As mine comes from aspiration, yours comes from inspiration. Thank you.
The member in the making who carry one constituency, Murtala Fortyfour.
Duk yaron da aka haife shi yana da gida, kuma duk yaron da ya ki gida zai ki shi. Wannan program ɗin ya kamata a yi shi a Bukari ne, amma tun da muka zo muka yi shi a Jalingo, mun so mu nuna ma mutanen Jalingo cewa wannan yaro yana da gida, yana da sarauta kuma a gidan shi, kuma yana da abincin sarautar shi. Shi ne abin da ya sa muka fito a wannan lokacin ko gaishe a wani different people. Ba ku gani da shi ba, kuma daga kanka sama za a baka sarauta. Hallelujah. Wannan yaro ya ci a bashi wannan sarauta, domin ya yi abin da yaro ya kamata ya ba uwan shi. Ya yi abin da yaro ya kamata ya ba uwan shi. He has given his life proud. So we are here to appreciate God for what God has been doing in his life since from the beginning of his life up to today, in the name of Jesus. What are the things that we buy? Because the fear is there in Agaba, you have to buy a Nisa. Because I think that we can never wish you have to what they are Agabaya. So that will buy you when they say buy you can be. Abincin da za iyayenmu suna tafiya yaki da shi wannan abinci kani na zai ci yakin da yake gaba shi zai ci yaki ba zai ci yunwa tafiyan yakin shi ba. He will have strength a lokacin da yake neman strength. Lokacin da ya tuna da wannan yana cikin tunanin da ya tuna da wannan abinci zai samu karfi tafiya a cikin sunan Yesu. Amen. Wannan abinci a cikin sunan Allah ba. A cikin sunan Allah ruhu mai sarki. Amin.
Wannan
fito da shawara masu kyau ne. Akwai abin da ya fi makaranta ne. Kun san ko kin san da mai sunan Murtala?
Mun iya karanta sako da suna ba. Mun iya rubuta sunan mu mun iya karanta sako. Ba wani magana makaranta malamin da kawo ta magana.
Kiji tuwa probu kun kai Murtala Fortyfour. Kun kai Fortyfour iPhone shi ne ke da yara goma bai hana shi makaranta ba. Ya yi digir har digir duka da wannan yara. Saboda haka haihuwa da yawan yara baya hana karatu. Shi wannan mutum da muke kira shi Murtala Fortyfour wannan mutum da mai taimakawa talakawa ba ruwan shi da kabilanci ba ruwan shi da yari ba ruwan shi. Allah ne ya yi wannan mutum. Kai jimana kana so makaranta kai.
Ai ni a ta gefe shi na samu admission.
Oh ka jimo.
Ba ni kada ba muna cewa.
Yanzu dai idan ni ma ina bukata zai ce maka.
A'a an ce maka Murtala Fortyfour baya duban fuska baya duban girma ko kai wani addini ko kai wani iri yare ko kai batukulu ne ko kai mumuye ne ko kai wani duka kake wurin shi zai taimaka saboda haka a bar mu da mu zo.
Lalle ni ma zan je dole mu je mu rasa. Amarya na ki hakuri mu je mu zo makaranta. Ya hakuri. Ya hakuri ne mu je mu zo.
Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. Please, 3 poster for him. Poster. We congratulate you, sir, and we pray for more of such occasions, victory occasions, sir. And the Student Union wants to congratulate you once more. And sir, we wish your generosity also comes down to our level, sir. Thank you so much and congratulations once again. Thank you.
Of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Jalingo and District Society, to facilitate with our friend and brother, Dr. Murtala Fortyfour, on this remarkable feat. As a professional body, we promote ability of our members to be able to aspire to the peak of their profession. And I must tell you very frankly and sincerely that Dr. Murtala is somebody who is versatile in all aspects of accounting. I don't just know him from very far. I know him very closely because we also both lecture at the accounting department of Taraba State University. So I am a testimony of his great understanding in all aspects of accounting when it comes to taxation, financial accounting, management accounting, cost accounting, and all that. So he's somebody who is very versatile. I want to say that Taraba State as a whole is really privileged to have somebody like this, particularly in the field of accounting. It's unfortunate many times that we don't value our own. Many times we prefer to go and get somebody from Lagos or from Abuja to come and do here in Taraba when we have people who have all the requisite knowledge and understanding. So it's my pleasure to actually recommend as the chairman of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria for Taraba State that I have seen one person indigenous who is versatile and understanding in all aspects of accounting. So I would like to recommend him to organizations, bank, government who need consultant services in all aspects of accounting. And you know, it also interests you that we have a lot of things common with Dr. Murtala. Dr. Murtala and I attended the same university in UK, that is University of Salford, which is one of the best universities in the world. And we actually also co-author a book, Understanding Cost Accounting. So that's to tell you that if somebody, if I am beating my chest for somebody, it's actually somebody I know very well. So Doctor, I want to wish you well in all your endeavor, and I want to congratulate you for this feat of PhD, and wish you the best in all your future endeavors.
On behalf of the UNIMED class of 2003, I met Dr. Murtala Fortyfour 23 years ago, precisely in 1999, when we all got admission to study BSc Accounting at the University of Maiduguri. In our class, we had 172 members. So on behalf of the 172 members of the UNIMED class of 2003, I stand to say congratulations to Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. I also had the privilege of working with him under the same supervisor during our undergraduate days. During our undergraduate days, we had one professor in the University of Maiduguri who no student wanted to come across him. That professor was Professor Theophilus Taiwo Olookure. During our days, when we were assigned to be supervised by Professor Olookure, our colleagues will tell you rest in peace. Myself and Dr. Murtala Fortyfour had the privilege of being supervised by Professor Theo Olookure. The resilience that we had under the tutelage of Professor Olookure is the result that is being manifested in Dr. Murtala Fortyfour today. In our class, we were 172 of us. Today, about 9 of us are in the academics at the university level. We are lecturers at the university level. Among the 9 of us, about 4 of us, including Dr. Murtala, has our PhD, and some of us are associate professors. Coming back to Taraba State, it is important to put this on record that Dr. Murtala Fortyfour is today the 3rd indigene of Taraba to acquire a PhD in accounting and finance. And he is the number 11th in the Northeast Nigeria. So in the whole of the Northeast Nigeria, comprising of Adamawa, Borno, Bauchi, Gombe, Yobe, and Taraba State, we have only 11 indigenous that has PhD in accounting and finance. And Taraba State is blessed to have 3 out of this 11 in Northeast Nigeria. I think this is something that is worthy of commendation. A round of applause for Dr. Murtala. As we are meeting here to celebrate Dr. Murtala on the giant feat he has attained by acquiring a PhD in accounting and finance, I want to wish him well on behalf of the UNIMED class of 2003, and I also pray earnestly that we should meet here soonest to also celebrate his professorial inauguration. Thank you and message.
Especially those representing Lukari 1 and Lukari 2. My Vice Chancellor, Professor Sunday Bako, ably represented by Professor Ardo, the political gurus here in the house, the members of the CKU family, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm highly honored and privileged to stand on behalf of the CKU family to present our own, to talk about our own, to talk about Murtala Fortyfour. It's actually a similar honor to present person that actually in political setup has been in line. We are here to actually felicitate with him, to actually present him to the world, present him to Nigeria, present him to Taraba State, and also present him to Kano local government, and present to all the sons and sundry and everybody present here that we have a worthy ambassador in Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. What I'm going to say here, actually my sister said some well cutting the cake. We won't say much because of time. But we thank you for being part of the celebration with the family. And to tell you that he's the worthy son of the city youth. And to tell you that what he has been doing, actually we pray that God will give him much grace and much power to do more. And we present it to the world to actually serve as a world ambassador that not only in line of education, that you will actually be youth council to be used by God, to be used by people that will promote peace, promote actual achievement in the land of Okari, Taraba State, Nigeria, and in the world in general. On behalf of our family, we have a little gift to present to our worthy son. And I therefore call upon Dr. Murtala Fortyfour to actually come forward for the gift from the family and actually present it to the world. And what is done, what you've been doing, that God will give you more power and more grace to do better. That you shall be a star, not only to the TTV family, but star to the world. Actually, what you've done to the family, has gone from all the children, the sons, the daughters, and even our parents. And because of that, we want to present to you a token gift that seeking you say thank you and congratulations on this worthy achievement. Being a doctor in the family.
I come to speak about Dr. Murtala Fortyfour, not the president, neither to apologize. As it is with other normal humans, the reward of humility can always be silver and gold. And this is what Murtala Fortyfour is enjoying right now. I strongly believe that whoever that knows Murtala Fortyfour can attest to this. His qualities include the following. One, first and foremost, Dr. Murtala Fortyfour is not a religious figure. Everyone that knows him may not well agree that Murtala Mohammed or Murtala Fortyfour is a good man. Dr. Murtala Fortyfour is a man or a person that knows his brother. He does not have any problem with anybody. If he sees you, he will treat you with courtesy and decorum. He does not differentiate between an old person and a very young man. As a person born in Okari and brought up, the traditional African culture of Okari, which everybody knows, And I've told you it does not differentiate between old and young. Murtala will organize the traditional African culture of respect of both old and young, which were instilled in Murtala by his noble parents, are still his ways of life that he is experiencing today. Furthermore, Dr. Fortyfour is a great lover of academics. We all know, as I do, that an academic doctorate is not an award for one who does not, or who is just a shortcut follower. It is a person who spends time and energy in research work and contributions to the body of knowledge. And this is what Dr. Murtala Fortyfour has sacrificed for the glorious award he has received. It was his love and test for academics that made him to beat the banking industry. It was his desire that made him to leave the banking system, to join the academics, and as a man of perseverance, Dr. Murtala Fortyfour will soonest be awarded the highest rank of professor, because he once told me he does not want to be a quitter. Anything he starts, he wants to finish. It is my sincere desire and prayers that Almighty God will elevate Dr. Murtala Fortyfour to the rank of professor in the nearest future. Like I used to say, all those things that Dr. Murtala done cannot be quantified. But I wish to say, all those things that he has done will always be engraved and never forgotten.
Congratulations to Dr. Murtala Fortyfour. We want to sincerely thank each and every one of you that come up to this occasion. This memorable occasion in respect of our brother and his accomplishments on acquiring PhD in accounting. And generally, we want you to know that the Nigerian family is a very pretty large family, displaying and a lover of knowledge. And I would like to mention here that the year 2021, that's last year, the family witnessed an inflow of 9 fresh graduates. That's in addition to the previous graduates that the family has produced. And on our background politically, that Murtala is trying to impress almost all aspects of the family. Educationally, and their family are so much involved with knowledge, both Islamic knowledge, Western education, and generally human capital development and human relations development. And in terms of embracing other people and accommodating other people, all of us here, none of us have been on his own or in any of our houses that we have only the members of the family existing in the house. We always have strangers in our houses that our parents do not even differentiate with among us, the children and the non-children that are with us. So this is a great blessing, and we thank God Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for bringing us into this good family, accommodating and very hospitable family. May Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala bless the family, the whole members of the family and the entire nation. And inshallah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala to represent in Hausa, gidan Najeriya a kare kamar yadda na ce guda ne wanda yake babban sai ne da fuska biyu. Guda ne
Dr. Murtala, a role model and a mentor. Dr. Murtala Fortyfour.
So I think I can only pray for the organizers. May Almighty Allah reward them. May Almighty Allah reward them. We have to thank the MC and our friends and the family of the celebrant and our well-wishers who traveled to come down to Jalingo because of this particular program. May Almighty Allah take them back to their final destination. Jama'a mun zo karshen wannan zama. Muna kuma masa addu'a wannan karatu Allah ya sa ya amfani familinsa, friendsinsa, Nigeria at large, the humanity. But maybe next time I have so much to say about it.
Ya sahibul liwa ilhamdi alhidu wahidu macicin bayi ni wata sana zabe kaza banda babu ranar sauyi.
Ada Mustafa dan baiwa dan bada ba mai kyan gaiwa dan bada ta ada bai yi kamar kama bai girma asidi.
Wane ne shugaba fa na din na rantse Muhammadu kai ne. Wane ne shugaba fa na din na rantse Muhammadu kai ne. Duk wani shugaba da an jima kaɗan wallahi shi fa saukakke ne. Da zarar tenuwa ya ƙare ko kuma ya mace aka binne kai kuma shugabancin naka Muhammadu har abadan abada ne.
Ada Mustafa dan baiwa dan bada ba mai kyan